Hey nerd family, and welcome back to another video. So Disney Plus has now been out for 2 years. Is it still worth it? We're going to take a look at that here today. Before we get into it, I'm going to go ahead and roll that intro and I'll see you back here in a second. Alright guys, welcome back. I hope everyone out there is staying safe and staying healthy. If you haven't already checked out thenerdcircle.com, make sure to head over there and check it out. It's still a work in progress, but we definitely got some stuff over there for you. Make sure you're also following along on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Real Nerd Circle. We do post some things over on social media when it's not time for a video yet, so if you don't want to miss out, make sure to follow there. And if you haven't already subscribed, make sure to go ahead and subscribe to the channel so that way you don't miss when we post any new videos. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into Disney Plus. By now, most of you know about Disney Plus and know that Disney has a lot of things to offer on their platform, but for those of you that don't and haven't tried it out yet, we're just going to go ahead and take a quick look here today. Now, over the past 2 years, they've definitely added a lot of content. When they first came out, if you guys remember, it was right around the time of COVID happening, and they just didn't have as many things as they had originally said that they wanted to have. And I wouldn't say it fell short because it still had a lot of stuff on there, but it didn't have a lot of new content. It had a lot of their older stuff, which is still great. But now, 2 years later, we've got a lot more original content, a lot more things being added every day. And of course, because of some of the things that have happened with COVID, a lot of these streaming platforms launch a movie in theaters and you can get it on the platform the same day. So there are some of those that are coming out where you can actually watch the movies the same day that they're in theaters. So that is kind of cool. So there's a lot of stuff that has been added. I didn't create a full library of things that they've added from launch till today, but there's just a lot of stuff that they've got on here, and there is a lot of great content to find. Whether you're a diehard old Disney fan that loves that they open the vault, or if you like the new stuff, there's definitely a lot of stuff here for you. Now, we did talk just recently, maybe a few weeks ago, about Apple TV Plus. If you haven't seen that video, go ahead and check it out. But I did at the end say that it's worth it for Apple TV Plus at the $4.99 price point that they come in, because although there's not a lot of content there, they do have a lot of good content. So I will say, with Disney Plus coming in to $7.99 a month, there are a few other things that we'll take a look at here in a moment. But since they are just slightly higher than Apple TV Plus, I will say I definitely think it's worth your money because there's a lot of stuff on the platform that you get for your money. So definitely, if you haven't checked it out, I would say give it a shot. So they did have a price hike. So when they first came out, they were at $6.99 and they are now at $7.99. So if we want to break down that price, you can either pay the $7.99 a month if you want to do the monthly plan. You can, of course, do the yearly plan, which used to be $69.99, which is now $79.99. You can, of course, do the Disney bundle, which is going to have Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus. So that used to be $12.99. It is now $13.99. Definitely a good value, though, if you want to be able to utilize both Hulu and ESPN as well. Unfortunately, they don't give you a discount to do that as a yearly. It's only the monthly. I don't know why. Maybe sometime in the future they will allow that, but currently you do have to just subscribe to that monthly price. Now, what I do is I do that bundle, and then I add on the no ads for Hulu. So what that comes out to be is $18.99 a month, which used to be $17.99 a month. We knew that with Disney coming out at such a low price and having the content they had and the plans of what they were going to have, I knew there was going to be a price hike at some point, and I'm sure there's probably another one around the corner. But if you are going to do that bundle with Hulu, you're going to get so much content with Hulu, and having Disney there, I mean, you're just going to have a lot of content for, depending on what price you do, between that $12 and $19 a month. I mean, it's not horrible to have all that content, so it's definitely great. The The other thing to keep in mind too is if you are a Verizon subscriber, there are some plans that when you have the unlimited with Verizon that they do include the Disney bundle. So if you have that, make sure to look into that and see if you can get that bundle for no extra cost. And you can still pay extra if you want to go ahead and attach the no ads, because they do give you the bundle with the ad version. But you can log into your Hulu account and go ahead and just attach that no ads, which I think is like $6 or $7 extra a month. But for me, it's definitely worth it. I don't like having those ads. If you are someone who loves originals, Disney Plus has no shortage of originals. They're pumping out originals left and right, so I'm sure you'll find something that you like up here. And the cool thing too is if you do have a family, if you have kids and adults in your household, Disney is going to have stuff for both adults and stuff for kids, so you don't have to worry about it, and you can set up your profiles to be able to have, age-restricted stuff go to certain profiles. Now, you're not going to find some of your HBO type things over on Disney, but you will find a lot of the like Marvel stuff, things like that you'll find over here. So you should be able to have it for a variety of age groups in your household. Let's go ahead and jump behind me on the Roku TV. We're going to go ahead and pull it up just to kind of go through for anyone who hasn't seen the user interface. It really hasn't changed, not to my knowledge, since it came out. I'm pretty sure the user interface is about the same. They may have made a few tweaks or added a few categories, things like that, but for the most part it stayed the same. I do think that it is pretty user-friendly. There's a lot of ways for you to find things, so let's go ahead and jump into it here. Alright, so when you first go in, now if you have multiple profiles, if you're, it may ask you which profile you want, but since I've run into it recently, it's going to just go ahead and have my profile pulled up next here. But you will get some of those ads across the top of some of the new things that have come to the service. So you can see some of the new things here. And what's cool is you do have your different things here. You got your Disney, your Pixar, your Marvel, your Star Wars, your National Geographic. So if you want one of those things from there, you can just go ahead and choose there. You do have recommended for you, so recommended based off some of the things you watch will give you some stuff there. I do like the new to Disney Plus row because I'm always looking for the new stuff that they're adding. So you can go there. There's a lot of things in here, so I'm not going to name every new thing that they have here. But you can kind of take a look here. And of course they've got, like I said, a bunch of other things. I know they recently added the Disney's Muppets Haunted Mansion. I know they recently added Black Widow. They got the new Turner and Hooch original TV series there. So definitely a lot of new stuff they've added. And you can keep scrolling down and they have a bunch of other categories. So you can look at just the originals. Because you watch certain things, it'll suggest things there. And you got trending. You got the Marvel Cinematic Universe, animated movies. So, I mean, they definitely break it down into a lot of easy-to-find, user-friendly categories. Even if you just want to watch stuff in HDR, you got an HDR category, some throwbacks. So you can keep scrolling down, and they just have endless rows of things for you to find. I do like that they have collections. So if you want like a Muppet collection or Disney Parks or, whatever, they got the Black Widow collection, Star Wars collection. They have a lot of collections that make it also easy for you to find certain things if you're just looking for like The Simpsons or whatever it might be, Toy Story collection. So they do make it easy there to find things. And again, you keep scrolling down and there's just so many categories. Then if you go all the way over to the left, you can go to search. You got home, which is where we're at. You got your watch list, so when you add things that you like watching, you can go ahead and check them out on the watch list there. You can break it down by movies, series, originals. So if, let's just say, if we go to the watch list, I've probably just got a lot of random stuff on here, but I know I added the Under Wraps on here, so you're going to see that there. So this is the watch list here. If you go to movies, and when you break it down by movies or TV series, you can go either featured, all A to Z, you can go action, adventure, animation, comedy, documentary, drama, kids, shorts, and HDR. So again, they even allow you to break those down pretty good, so a lot of great stuff here. And then you can go to series, which is going to basically give you the same look and feel, but for the TV series instead of the movies. So you can break it down there. Not as many genres to break down, but still very helpful. You can, of course, just go by originals. So here's where I was telling you they got a lot of those originals, both movies and TV shows. So you got featured, you got movies, which you can scroll the movies here. I'm not going to go through all of them, but you got a bunch of them. You got your TV series. So many. And they've got a lot of Star Wars stuff, and they just keep adding more. Same thing with Marvel. You do have some shorts here, so if you're into watching all the Disney shorts, you got all those. You got some specials here, so like when they do concerts and stuff. Or Dory's Reef Cam, that might be pretty funny to check out if you're a Finding Nemo fan there. If you got kids and you're getting ready for the holidays, you've got the Yuletime log there, so you can check out Olaf's Yuletime log there. You even got a Star Wars holiday special. So again, no shortage of content. They've just got so many things to check out here. And they make it really easy to find. Now, like I said, as far as those profiles go, if you click up top to the profile here, you can change your profiles. You can add another profile. So they do make it very easy to have the different profiles for everyone in your household. So I give it a 5-star on the user interface because it's very, very easy to use. So I think that's really all there is for the user interface. Let me jump back over to the camera here. So I do want to just cover, there's a few things that I know it's missing, and I should have made a list, but maybe in a future video I'll come up with a better list here. But there's things that have never come to Disney Plus that I really hoped someday would make it, and I still haven't found them yet. There's 2 that come to mind right now. I may make a post on social media with more of them in the future, so if you guys are interested to check that out, make sure to follow along on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Real Nerd Circle. But the 2 that come to mind right now is the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids TV series. I remember watching that when I used to come home from school, and I can't find that on here. And the other one that comes to mind is The Jersey. Again, another Disney TV series that I remember watching as a kid. That I can't seem to find it on here either. So I'm hoping that one day they'll add those. I doubt Disney will ever see this video, but hey Disney, if you ever see it and you're listening, add The Jersey and add Honey, I Shrunk the Kid, the TV series, and go ahead and check out for my posts over on social media if there's anything else that you guys want to know what the fans want, so you guys can check it out. Alright, and now let's just take a look. There's some articles I was looking at with some new stuff that's coming over to the platform. Some of it may have already been added. I didn't really check all the dates as to when they're coming, but we got some new stuff here that some people are waiting for. Some of it you may have heard of. Like I said, some of it may have already been added, but let's just take a look and see what it says here. So apparently there is a Aladdin spin-off that's going to be coming. It's going to be based on the 2019 Aladdin. I'm sure most of you have known there's a Hocus Pocus 2 that's supposed to be coming. Sister Act 3, 3 Men and a Baby, sports docu-rama movies, Cheaper by the Dozen, Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Pinocchio, Disenchanted, Peter Pan and Wendy, Crater. Now, some of these that I mentioned, like Cheaper by the Dozen, it's going to be a new version, at least what it says here. It's a new version based on the classic. And then, there's some other ones here that are also like Pinocchio. It's a live-action version of Disney's animated classic. So they've got a lot of things in the works based on what I'm reading here. Now, there is going to be a lot more Star Wars content for all you Star Wars fans, and don't hate me, I'm not big into Star Wars. I like Star Wars, but I'm not a huge fan, so some of these names I may or may not pronounce correctly, so go ahead and blast me in the comments. But we got Star Wars Andor, Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi, The Acolyte, Star Wars Ashoka, Star Wars The Book of Boba Fett's coming soon, I know that. Star Wars Lando, Star Wars Visions, Star Wars A Droid Story, and Lego Star Wars Terrifying Tales. So definitely no shortage of Star Wars stuff coming. And here we go with some Marvel stuff. We got Hawkeye, we got Miss Marvel, we got Moon Knight, She-Hulk, Secret Invasion, Ironheart, Armor Wars, the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, I Am Groot, oh, my wife's going to love that, and Wakanda, which is still a working title, so I don't know if that'll be the final title there. And let's see here, so we know Black Widow already came out, and it looks like Jungle Cruise. Now, a few other titles that really don't fall under any certain genres here. So we got a Beauty and the Beast prequel, The Proud Family, a Louder and Prouder revival of the series, Willow, Baymax, Zootopia Plus, Tiana, Moana, I don't know how to pronounce this one, Iwaju. It looks like there's going to be a new Cars film, Win or Lose, National Treasure, Just Beyond, I believe that one already came out, and then a Muppets Haunted Mansion we know already came out. Looks like there's going to be some unscripted shows, some Ink and Paint, Earth Keepers, Reconnect, The Quest, The Maze, Parenting Without Borders, Foodtastic, Choir, and this one actually looks like some National Geographic shows. We got Genius, Martin Luther King Jr., A Real Bug's Life, America the Beautiful, Limitless, and Welcome to Earth. So, I mean, I don't have dates for all of these. Some of them already came out, some of them are coming soon, some of them show dates, some of them don't, but that's just a lot of content that's coming soon. So, I mean, that's good to hear that they are just pumping the content out, because, I mean, at the price point that we currently discussed, it already has a lot of content, and if they're still adding all this stuff in the near future, I mean, I think everyone should get excited that there's a lot of stuff coming. Of course, you have to be, you know, a Disney fan, a Pixar fan, a Marvel fan, a Star Wars fan. You have to like, you know, some of these different things that they have on here. Otherwise, Disney's just not going to be worth it for you. But definitely no shortage of content. So to wrap this up, final thoughts, I definitely think Disney Plus is still worth it. If you haven't subscribed, definitely check it out. If you're into any of the franchises that we discussed, you're definitely going to love it. If you have kids at home, they're going to love it. And like I said, coming in at that price point, it's definitely worth your money, especially if you're going to bundle it or, you know, pay for it for a year. That just lowers the cost. And if you're a Verizon subscriber, then even better. You can hopefully get it bundled in with your plan and not have to worry about paying for it. So definitely all around, it is worth it. I would say to go ahead and do it. It is going to go ahead and get the Nerd Circle thumbs up of approval. And of course, we'll keep an eye on it going forward. Make sure to check out social media. So if we see any new things that are going to be coming that we think are interesting, we'll go ahead and make a post about it there. And if anything big happens, we'll go ahead and make another video. Now, of course, if you guys have any questions that I didn't cover, make sure to leave it in the comments down below. But I do want to know, for those of you that are already subscribing to Disney Plus, what is your favorite show you're currently watching? Alright guys, that's all I got here for you today. I hope you were able to get something out of this video. If there's anything I forgot to mention, I'll leave it in the description down below. Of course, if there's anything you noticed that I forgot, leave it in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it, please give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure to go ahead and subscribe. Don't forget to ring that bell so you get notified of any new videos to come out. You can also follow the links on the screen to the older videos. Please make sure to share this video across any social media platform that you like. And until next time, guys, stay nerdy.